What if I tell you that the cancellation of the Canadian singer Shubh's Mumbai concert is a result of the Khalistan controversy? In the shadow of diplomatic expulsions and allegations of international intrigue, a decades-old struggle for an independent Sikh homeland, known as Khalistan, has resurfaced to test the fragile relations between India and Canada. But what are the driving forces behind the Khalistan movement? And why has it resurfaced now, threatening to disrupt international relations? Is Canada truly supporting the movement, or are these allegations merely a smokescreen? How strong is the Khalistan movement today, both within India and in the global Sikh diaspora? And what impact might these tensions have on the future of India-Canada relations? Well. We will answer all these questions in this video. In this video, we will talk about the tension between India and Canada. Canada and India have a long-standing history of bilateral relations characterized by shared values of democracy, pluralism, and strong interpersonal connections. Canada is home to one of the largest communities of Indian origin, with approximately 4% of Canadians having Indian heritage, totaling 1.3 million. These deep cultural and political ties between the two nations have been strengthened by a growing network of official dialogues, agreements, memoranda of understanding, and working groups. At the ministerial level, Canada and India maintain a strategic partnership with dialogues covering various areas including foreign policy, trade and investment, finance and energy. Additionally, there are regular working groups at the official level focusing on issues such as counter-terrorism, security, agriculture, education, science and technology. Trade relations between the two countries are robust, with India being Canada's 10th largest trading partner in 2022. Both nations are actively working toward a comprehensive economic partnership agreement and a foreign investment promotion and protection agreement (FIPA) to strengthen their economic ties. They also have a suite of bilateral agreements and memoranda of understanding covering areas such as nuclear cooperation, double taxation, science and technology, agriculture, civil aviation, energy, education, and information and communication technologies. Recent tensions. In recent weeks, Canada and India have faced escalating tensions primarily related to allegations of Indian government involvement in the killing of a Sikh community leader in British Columbia, Canada. Canadian intelligence agencies have been actively investigating links between Indian government agents and the murder of Harshdeep Singh Nijjar, a supporter of an independent Sikh homeland named Khalistan, who was killed on June 18, 2023, outside a Sikh cultural center in British Columbia. Canada has raised concerns about these allegations and urged Indian authorities to cooperate fully in the investigation. In response, India expelled a senior Canadian diplomat, while Canada expelled a top Indian diplomat. Canada has emphasized that any involvement of a foreign government in the killing of a Canadian citizen on Canadian soil is an unacceptable violation of sovereignty. The Sikh diaspora in Canada, comprising about 2% of the population, has been a contentious issue in bilateral relations. While Canada views peaceful Sikh activism as a form of free expression, India perceives Canada's tolerance as an endorsement of Sikh separatism, which it regards as interference in its domestic affairs. Canada's suspension of talks on a proposed trade treaty with India before the Group of 20 Nations Leaders Summit further complicates the economic relations. The issue of Sikh activism remains a concern for India, given its political implication for its sovereignty. While we are talking so much about the Khalistan movement, do you want a quick overview of the Khalistan movement? Well, here you go. The Khalistan movement, also known as the Sikh independence movement, traces its origins to a demand for an independent Sikh homeland, Khalistan in Punjab, India. Starting in the 1970s and 1980s, the movement evolved into a violent armed insurgency lasting over a decade and resulting in substantial violence and loss of life. During this period, thousands of individuals, including prominent Sikh leaders, lost their lives. Many Sikh youths were reportedly killed in police operations or under suspicious circumstances. In 1984, Operation Blue Star aimed at rooting out Sikh separatists in the Golden Temple in Amritsar, resulting in around 400 official casualties, though Sikh groups claimed the toll was much higher. This operation also led to the death of Sikh militant leader Jarnail Singh Bhindaranwale, who was accused by the Indian government of spearheading the armed insurgency. Tragically, the assassination of Prime Minister Indira Gandhi on October 31, 1984, by her Sikh bodyguards triggered widespread anti-Sikh riots. Mobs targeted Sikhs in northern India, particularly in New Delhi, leading to horrifying acts of violence where Sikhs were pulled out of their houses, hacked to death, and burned alive during these riots. And what's the current status? While there is no active insurgency in Punjab today, the Khalistan movement still has some supporters in the state and among the Sikh diaspora outside India. The Indian government has repeatedly warned that Sikh separatists are attempting to make a comeback. India has raised concerns with countries like Canada, Australia, and the UK regarding the activities of Sikh activists. The Indian government has accused these countries of not taking appropriate legal action against Sikh activists and of tolerating Khalistan-related activities on their soil. Recent tension between India and Canada. The recent diplomatic tensions between India and Canada have been fueled by allegations of Indian government involved in the killing of a Sikh activist Hardeep Singh Nijjar on Canadian soil. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau described credible allegations of India's connection to Nijjar's assassination. India defied any involvement and accused Canada of attempting to shift the focus away from Khalistani activists in Canada. Then comes the trending news. Canadian singer Shubh's Mumbai concert cancelled amid the Khalistan controversy. Book My Show recently announced the cancellation of Shubh's Still Rollin tour for India, featuring Canada-based Punjabi singer and rapper Shubhneet Singh, also known as Shubh. This decision was prompted by the severe backlash Shubh received due to his support for the Khalistani group. Consequently, Book My Show initiated full refunds for all customers who had purchased tickets for the performance. So what about the support for Khalistani group and the backlash? Well, tensions between India and Canada escalated following the killing of Khalistani leader Hardeep Singh Nijjar. Shubh faced significant backlash after expressing support for Khalistani group on social media, leading to widespread criticism and calls for the cancellation of his tour. Both stepped down as sponsor. Shubh's Mumbai tour had initially generated sponsorship from headphone giant Boat. However, in light of the controversy surrounding Shubh's support for the Khalistani group, Boat decided to withdraw its sponsorship from the tour. In a statement, Boat clarified its decision, emphasizing its commitment as a true Indian brand. They cited Shubh's remarks as the reason for ending their sponsorship, underscoring the importance of aligning with artists who reflect their values. What about the involvement of the Canadian government? Well, these developments occurred amid allegations made by the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who suggested a potential link between agents of the Indian government and killing of Sikh separatist leader Hardeep Singh Nijjar in British Columbia. Trudeau's statement added to the tensions between India and Canada. Further, the youth wing of the Bharatiya Janata Party, Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha, BJYM, also demanded the cancellation of Shubh's tour and his concerts in India. They accused him of being a sympathizer of the Khalistani movement. The growing tensions between the two nations and the controversy surrounding Shubh's distorted map of India further fueled outrage against him. Virat Kohli's social media move was next. Even Indian cricketing star Virat Kohli became part of this narrative when he unfollowed Shubh on the social media platform Instagram, signaling his disapproval of the singer's action. Government investigations followed next. Reports emerged that the Canadian government was working closely with US intelligence agencies to investigate the killing of the Khalistani separatist leader Hardeep Singh Nijjar.
The Americans have been with us in speaking to the Indian government about how important it is that they be involved in following up on the credible allegation.
Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau indicated that domestic intelligence agencies were actively pursuing credible allegations of a potential link. The cancellation of Shubh's Still Rollin tour highlights the impact of public sentiment and significance of aligning with values in the world of entertainment and sponsorship. It also underscores the complexities and sensitivities around issues like separatism and territorial disputes between nations. The tension between India and Canada underscores the complex nature of international relations, with domestic diaspora activism, allegations and interference, and historical ties all playing a role. Both nations have expressed their concerns and grievances, and it remains to be seen how diplomatic efforts will address and resolve these issues in coming months. Given the significance of their bilateral relationship and shared values, both countries have a vested interest in finding a peaceful and mutually beneficial resolution to their differences. And while both these countries work on amending their relationship, how about you help us enhance our channel? How? You know the drill. Subscribe to our channel, like our videos, comment your views and share them with fellow enthusiasts. And until we meet next, stay curious, stay awesome. Volt of Vokes signing off.